middle of an urban town, and you wouldn't think so by looking at it, but I've never been here before. I just found it on the map and did a little bit of Google research and thought I'd just come down and check it out and try out this new filter system that I'm using right now. So that's what we're doing. So I used to do a lot of landscape photography. It was pretty much all I did, landscape and astro photography, but I wouldn't call myself a landscape photographer. I've probably lost a lot of the creative eye required to get some good photos, but I do know how to use a camera pretty well. One thing I remember really well is the process of landscape photography when using filters, like slide filters. It wasn't the effect that gave it so much, it was more just having to get to the spot, set up a tripod, and decide on which filters you're going to use, whether you're going to use a variable ND or a solid ND or a graduated ND, and how dark you're going to go. Anyway, you guys know I've never accepted monetized sponsors from this channel ever since I've been doing it. However, I do get a lot of companies reaching out to me on a weekly basis offering to send stuff for me to try out and review. And usually I say no because I'm just not interested, basically, and I don't want to film stuff that I'm not interested in. But recently a company called Freewell reached out to me. Obviously they make filters, and I think they make like tripods and other camera accessories as well, but they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try out this new K2 filter system, and it just kind of reminded me of what I used to do back in the day before I was like a full-time wedding photographer, and I just thought it would be fun. So that's what we're doing today. I've come to this waterfall, and we are going to try out some at sunset as well, because this is probably not the ideal spot for all of the filters. I think we're just going to use the variable ND, I don't know which one yet, but we'll find out, to slow the shutter speed down a little bit. And I think I'm going to use the Pro Mist filter. I'm going to say Pro Mist a lot, but it's not called a Pro Mist filter. It's just their mist filter, and it's 1/4 strength. So let's get up here and get the camera down, and we'll see what we can find. I've set up my camera with the 17-28mm and this filter system on there, so I'll show you the composition we're working with, and we'll get the first shot of the day. So I've gone for a bit of a tighter crop here, if you guys can see that out, and I'm just at ½ second in f9 at ISO 250, and I have the variable ND set to 5 stops, and it's just allowing me to get the highlights exposed anyway. So there's the framing I'm using pretty much for this photo. This is 16:9 obviously, so you're not going to be able to see it totally, but yeah. I forgot to mention earlier also, these ND filters are circular polarizers as well, so it has this slide filter here, so if I pull that out, that is the Pro Mist filter that just kind of slides in there. Same with the graduated ND, just has this little notch here, so that just kind of closes up, and that's how you open it. It's a really, really nice system, and it's all magnetized, so I wasn't finding that shot too interesting. It's alright, I don't know, it's hard to tell until you get them back into the computer, but I have my camera set up here, looking at the whole scene, like through the trees and stuff, so I'll show you what we've got going on here. ND filter is going to be a little bit of a problem because we do have a lot of movement in the trees and stuff, but I'm definitely going to use the Pro Mist filter to just get some of that glow going on. So there is this cool kind of bridge in the background. It's a really weird mix of like broken concrete pipes, rocks going down, and it's like real muddy from all the flooding we've had recently, and then this bridge that goes over the city. So I might get a shot here if I can frame something up nicely. Yeah, there could be a cool like vertical shot. That could work if I can get back up without slipping and dying. So I think that's pretty much it, guys, for this location anyway. I'm planning on going to the beach later on and doing some sunset shots, so we'll do that, but we'll see how we feel when I get these back to the computer and see how rubbish they are. But you guys will know way before me, so I hope you enjoyed this part of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.